Hello everyone, it's Chrissy here from the Creative Eclectic. Happy Tuesday night. Sorry I am a few minutes late. I was having trouble getting my stuff set up, but we're here now. So hopefully a few people haven't got tired of waiting and that you'll join me. And yeah. Oh, goodness me. Let's just see who we have watching tonight. If you're watching, make sure you say hello, so that I know that you're here and that I'm not just talking to thin air. Oh, goodness. Oh, it's a bit warm. So I thought I'd start off tonight. Hi Glenda, thanks for watching. I thought I'd start off tonight by showing you some beautiful happy mail that I received. Yeah. So who else have we got? Hi Vicky, thanks for watching. Alright, so this is the first bit of happy mail I received. Let's see if I got this in the right spot. So this is a congratulations card that I received from the fabulous Anne Lewis on the Sunshine Coast. And it's got these countryside corners. Countryside Corners dies. It's just so lovely. And yeah, so I just feel very honoured to have got that from Anne. And this funny story, it had a little bit of a tiki tour, which for those of you who aren't Kiwis, you might not know what that is. So it had a tour around the country. It came to Brisbane and then went back to Kawana and then came back again. But it finally got here, and it was really lovely to receive it. So how are you, Glenda and Vicky? I hope you're well. So that was one bit of happy mail that I received. Now this was delivered in person. Now I think this is so sweet. And I think it still counts as happy mail. So this is from the lovely Ray. And it is a little stand-up calendar. So it's got some lovely paper and it's got a little calendar on the front. And it's got this lovely little colour-coordinated Post-it notes. So how cute is that? And it's got a matching pen. So that is so, so beautiful. It's so lovely. And I really appreciate that, Ray. It's just so nice. And I thank you for giving that to me. All right. Now, next week I will show you some lovely cards that my friend Megan made for my launch party. But I'm showing you the actual mail. Oh, you're over hot and over summer. Yes, Glenda. Well, tomorrow it's supposed to be super hot here. Okay, so this is another little card from Anne Lewis, and it is just a little thank you card. And look, she's just fussy cut these lovely little bows. Aren't they beautiful? And it's just really nice, and I really appreciate that. Because I wasn't expecting anything. So now the last bit of happy mail. Hi Denise, thanks for watching. Hey Megan, thank you for watching. So this bit of happy mail came in the post today. Now this is from my lovely friend Marnie, and she made this and sent it in the hope that it would be here by last Friday for our mini catalogue launch party. Oh, how cold is it there, Vicky? Is it super cold? It's freezing. Yeah, I'm sure it's. Is it snowing, Vicky? Anyway, so this arrived in the mail, and this is from my friend Megan, and the catalogue launch on Saturday. No, not Megan, Marnie. Goodness, I saw Marnie's name. No, Megan's name, and got confused. Hi, Roz. Thanks for watching. So this is from Marnie. Now, this is just so delightful. So she made this lovely, lovely album. So she made it all with the paper that you can get for free. Oh, hi, Leanne from Oregon. Oh, what part of Oregon? I've been to Portland and Forks and I think it's Port Angel still in Oregon. I can't remember. Anyway, so this is a lovely paper that you can get for free when you spend $100 Australian. And this is the lovely little album that Marnie made to go with it. So it's got lovely little pockets, it's got places to write, it's got more pockets. This is so very, very special. And it's got some more pockets over this side. Megan's happy to swap because she doesn't like the heat either. Oh, look, there's another pocket here and a smaller pocket. Another little spot to put some photos and to write another photo and some notes. And then, oh, look at that. Isn't that so sweet? I'm very, very blessed to have people that make and send me things. Hi, Tracy. Thank you for watching. Where are you watching from? Oh, I've been to those falls, Leanne. I think that's how you say your name. Yeah, I've been to those falls. I've got a Christmas decoration from there. So, yes. So, yeah, and we've been to the Kennedy School there in Portland for dinner. That was awesome. It's a bit freaky though. It used to be a school and they've made it into accommodation, and we looked at the accommodation part and yeah, certain parts of it were really, really cold. Look, isn't that lovely? And she wrote a little note and she says, I hope you enjoyed your surprise I made for you. I really appreciate and value our friendship and looking so forward to our catch-ups in 2025. Love, Marnie. Isn't that so gorgeous? Oh, maybe I'll have to get Marnie to teach this something like this at retreat. It's lovely. Oh, I'm very, very blessed. How lovely is that? So that is just the most amazing book. Thank you very, very much, Marnie. Just even put it belly down. Now, some of these things are from the paper pack that I'm using tonight. I was actually going to use this paper tonight and I changed my mind. And I am glad that I did because I can't compete with that. It was snowing a few days ago. It's 3 degrees there. Minus 22 Celsius. Oh, lovely. Hi, Anita. Marnie is very, very clever. If you do record... Yeah, it's a McManus one. That's right. Oh, if you do record... Oh, thank you. And so... Yes, well, all of our things that we do for our Christmas in July retreat will be recorded and available. We're doing a Christmas in July in person, a Christmas in July at home, and a Christmas in July video only for our international. Hey, Vicky Kello. Long time no see. All right, so yeah, I just, again, thank you very much, Marnie, for this lovely book. I think it's just delightful. And I think she's had like about 6 messages from me already. So today we're going to be using the Storybook Moments 12 by 12 paper from the sale-a-bration from the mini catalogue. I was still eating my dinner at 5 to 7. I was a bit flustered. And then we're going to be using 2 online exclusives. So the Spring Corners, which I thought was a a mini catalogue item. Yes, it would feel wonderful to not feel sticky all the time, Tracy. I totally hear you. I think they said it was going to be 36 here tomorrow. And 37 and 39, I don't know, Celsius. So hot and hideous humidity. And so the other thing we're using is also an online exclusive called Everyday Arches. Now, I had every intention of writing down what numbers were and writing down how much they cost. And yes, that didn't happen. I don't know what happened today. Actually, the last 2 days I've sort of been a bit out of sorts. So, yeah. Yes, we are sweating in aircon. Megan, it's disgusting. It's very disgusting. And then if you add those midlife power surges onto it, it's even worse. It's just gross. All right, so let's get started. So I'm going to just show you some of the paper. Now, it's part of the Storybook Moments suite. So there's 2 stamp sets, there's embellishments, there's ribbon, 2 different packs of paper. Now, the paper that we're using has got these fabulous little die cuts. And but once one pops out, they all pop out. So what I did is when I put my dies in the front of my stamp set, I popped all of the die cuts into my little case so that I can just pop that in with my die cuts and they're not floating around everywhere. And I also put my little scraps in there. Oh, you hung over from Kevin's retreat too. Yes, well this is yes, I think I was. So I presented this, Leanne's talking about, I hope that's how you say your name, how I presented a project at Kevin Thiessen's winter retreat. I call it the Winter Wonderland Retreat. I don't know if that's the name. That's just what I nicknamed it. And so I used the Storybook Moments suite. And so this paper also comes with that as well. So there's it's got lots of colours in it. I'm going to show you this. So these are some of the different papers, and it's got 14 different colours. So it's it's very versatile, and you can use lots of colours, and you can use colours that aren't in here. So you can use petal pink, and the ribbon that comes with it is actually petal pink. So there we go. But let's get started now. And I'm going to be a bit naughty, and I'm going to use my Stamparatus today because I'm not stamping right, and I'm just trying to do this project well. So what I've done is I've lined my little stamp up. So I'm using the Thank You for Everything stamp set, and I am going to stamp on my card base. So this is just a standard piece of A4 cardstock cut in half. Now if you're in the US, just cut one of your, is it an 8 by 11? Is that your standard sheet? Just cut it in half vertically and score it in the middle. And this is thick white. And I'm using thick white because it doesn't have a lot of layers to give it structure. I'm just going to pop my stamp on. Put this on here. Oops. That's why you have a Stamparatus, you put lots of tape on it. And if you've got a Misty or some other positioning tool, that just makes it much easier. Or you might have the Sizzix one, or you might have something else. So I'm just going to pop my stamp case underneath there. Like, I know lots of my watches have a Stamparatus and they still use it. And by all means, use it if you have it. It is probably the best tool that I own. Right, so I just want to score, make sure I burnish that edge so it's nice and crisp. Right, so it's folded in half. You've got the opening at the bottom. Now I've got some early espresso ink. I'm just going tap, tap, tap. And not too heavy. Don't want to be heavy-handed. I've got a bit of an ink booger on there, so let's just grab our chamois. We're just going to wipe off that bit of ink. I'm just going to press that on here. Now, if it doesn't go dark enough, which I don't think it will, it looks a little bit blotchy, so I am just going to, it's not exactly straight, but we're going to pretend that it's straight, all right? We're pretending that it's beautifully squared and straight. And now that's nice and dark, I like that. So while we've got our ink pad out, I'm just going to grab a little one of my pieces that I cut earlier. Now this is cut with those rainbow ones, and I'll tell you the sizes shortly. Just going to flip that over. Actually, no, I'm not even going to do that. I am going to just grab a block. I've got those here too. So sometimes it's easier to use a stamp, sometimes it's easier to use a block. I'm going to grab one of my very, very dirty blocks. I don't know why my blocks are always so dirty. Especially the ones upstairs here, because they don't get used terribly often. Now I've got my little heart. Put my little heart there. And I'm going to use the words, "You brighten my day." Okay? Might need a bigger block. Alright. It does feel weird, Tracy, to be in air conditioning and sweating. I'm not keeping up with the comments very well. I'm sorry about that. There is a bit of a delay. Alright, so I'm just going to check that's the right way. Now, I'm going to a little heart at the bottom, underneath it. So I don't attach my stamp to my block. I always try to remember. I won't say I'm successful all the time, but I try to remember just to put my block, my stamps on the grid paper rather than on my block. And that gives them a chance to relax and sort of be straight. Yeah. Let's see, we're just going to pop that there. Alright. There we go. That looks okay. And I've got another arch that I'm going to do that for as well. It's a little bit crooked. We'll pretend that it's straight. Okay. Because it's much easier to get them straight when you are right over top of it. But if I get right over top of it, you're going to see the top of my head. And I have to be honest, I'm not sure that I brushed my hair today. So, and it's dirty and you don't want to see that. So we'll just pretend that that's straight. There we go, that one's a bit better. All right. So Glenda's over summer. Tracy's over summer. Where are you located, Tracy? I'm sorry, I don't remember. Anita's over summer. Megan's over summer. Vicky, are you over summer? Vicky Keller, are you over summer too? Everybody is not into this whole summer vibe. And then next week it'll be nice and cool. Maybe. We live in hope, don't we? All right, so I've already cut my oh, you are in Brizzy. I thought you were. Sorry, I sometimes don't see where people are from. Okay, so I've got these little die cut thingies from the paper. Now with this one we're keeping very, very simple. I've already cut out some of the pattern paper and I've cut out the Arches dies. Here's this one. Right, so I'm using the third one and the fourth. So this one is the third die. This one is the fourth one from biggest to smallest. No, we didn't get a slow build up this year, Anita. The summer, we actually had summer days in August. So, and then this one here is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the fifth one down, sixth one down. So you can make them whatever size you like. So these two on the inside, whatever size you like. Now I have to say to you that these dies fit much better on the American size cards, right? Because their cards are wider. So you've got that little bit more room. Right. So, and this is sort of a non-stamp card. So we're just using the pattern paper. So you could use that side of the paper. I have made one with that one side, so I'm not using that side today. And we're just shoving as many dimensionals as you can. Well, no, not quite, but a lot of dimensionals, because it's paper and not cardstock. There's not a lot of structure to it. So we're putting a whole lot on just so that we can give it a bit more support. So we've got all of those on. Okay, and look, I have no little dimensional things because they're all stuck to my tape. Okay. Now, this one's going to be, because there isn't a lot going on with this, so what I'm going to do is I've got my early espresso marker. Now, I have to be very careful because my daughter was a barista and then she used to go mad at me when I didn't say espresso right, because a lot of people say it with what do you call it, an X rather than an S. Alright, so I've got my pencil and my ruler and I'm just going to mark in from the bottom 1/4 inch on both sides. I'm going to do this at the top as well. Actually, I'm just going to, about here is 1/4 inch from that. And then we're going to, mark on this side about I don't know that I'm going to do 1/4 inch. I'm just going to mark it, so this one's going to mark it about 1/2 inch from the top. I don't think I put my eraser upstairs. Then I'm going to mark 1/4 inch in from the right edge, top and bottom. Now you don't have to do this bit of prep work. You can choose not to and just eyeball this. But I don't know, I want my lines to be as straight as I can get them because I have a hard enough time lining things up as it is. Wow, it's good to see you girls are learning how to use. I've always used a lot of dimensionals, Megan. Unlike other people that will remain nameless, I have always used a lot. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my early espresso Stampin' Right marker, and the first thing I'm going to do is from about the end of that G there, just going to draw a little line. And I'm hoping that I've got this straight. And you know, it doesn't matter if it's not completely straight. Like you could just use the line as a guide and not rule it straight. I'm going over this side. I sort of need that 1/4 inch mark to be a bit lower. Make it a bit lower. And I'm just sort of drawing a border 1/4 inch all the way around. I just realised I don't have my microphone on properly, so I'm sorry about that. It's plugged in, but it's not attached to my shirt. Hopefully this is a bit better. Sorry about that. I have no clue what I was doing. That shows you how my day is going. All right, so I'm just going to line up this. Because I'm thinking, oh, no, that's not Delphi barking. She's actually asleep here on the floor, Megan. I might see if I can, at the end, turn the camera around so you can say hello. But I don't want to get in the camera myself because I'm no makeup, messy hair. All right, so I've done my drawing. Now where it's a bit wonky, I'm just going to do a couple of little scribble lines. I might do it over here, and I might do one up here. All right, so just sort of a bit of doodling there. All right, so now I'm going to pop my little layered die cut in the centre. Now you don't need quite as many dimensionals on this one, but you still use a fair few. Whoops. And use the edge. So the edge, for these bigger die cuts, the edge is brilliant because you can just pull it off and stick it down the middle. And then you're going to stick it over this side. No, that's not Delphi barking at possums. Our neighbour's dog. So one of our neighbour's dogs has decided that it's going to bark all the time during the day. Just asked Vicky about that when she came over. It barked and barked, and like I sort of tune out to it because it's got a higher pitched bark. So my hearing aids don't pick it up quite so much. But the dog over the back fence, it's decided that it's going to bark every night. I think that owners must go out at night. Okay, so I've got these little, so I've cut the pattern paper and I've got these little die cuts here where I'm just going to cover up a few bits. So, yes. So, the dog is driving me nuts. And it just barks and barks and barks. So, now Delphi's lying here sleeping. And, so we've got this anti-bark device thing. And so a couple of times the barking's been so bad that Steve's gone out and leant over the fence, and it's like a zapper, but it doesn't actually hurt them. It just emits a high-pitched noise, which sort of stuns them into not barking anymore. And so a couple of times Steve's leaned, oops, I didn't mean to put that there. I wanted to put it over here. Steve's leaned over the fence and directed it at the dog, but I think the poor thing's just stressed. And we don't know those neighbours well enough to say, your dog's annoying us. And because I get the dogs bark, but this dog is just, it's sad. And I'm sure Delphi barks when we go out, because I know she barks when someone comes to the door and all of that sort of thing. So, oh, you've got one of those, and Megan and Delphi barks at it, Basil barks at it. Oh dear. So I'm just popping my little "You Brighten My Day" on this piece as well. Where's my... Oh, I'm just going to use my chamois. I wouldn't normally use a chamois on glue, but just use it today because I don't know where the what are those things? Baby wipes are. Yeah. And I'll put that on upside down. Oh, well, it's on the inside of the card. It's all right. It's just adding a contrast. That's what I'm telling everybody. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. So that's our first little card. So I quite like that one because it's sort of simple. It needs some bling on it though. Wherever that bling might be. I know I brought it upstairs. I brought lots of samples up to show you. I don't know where the bling's gone. Let's just put that card over there and we'll see if we can find the bling in a moment. So let's bring in the second card that we're going to do. Now this is a little bit different, still using the same paper pack. And this time we're not going to do any of that drawing. And we're going to just put this paper directly flat on our piece. Now these are stitch dies, so now there is a right and a wrong side, so just make sure you've got them and use glue with them so that you've got some wriggle room. Now, you can make this with any paper you like. So you could make it with the other sale-a-bration papers that, and it doesn't take long to die cut, and you can die cut the paper about 3 sheets thick. I'm going to pop this on here and we're going to pop it on flat. Now, if you were making a card in the US, you would have more of a border on this side, so you could actually see the bottom of the Y. I couldn't move that over like that. I just like it centered, but hey, let's just move it over like that. Let's see how, let's go against my sense of it has to be centered perfectly and do it off center and hope that I don't stress over it. I wish I knew where my embellishments were. I had everything in a pile and I grabbed the whole pile and brought it upstairs. And because I can't film downstairs, there's not enough room on my little desk. And yeah, they have disappeared. I better close up my ink pad because I don't want to get ink everywhere. And what we're going to do with this one before we close up the ink pad is we're just going to do three little hearts on it. Goodness, that poor puppy is barking away. Don't know if you can hear it. Well, I think you can. All right, so we've got, let's try and make sure that that's centered. Try and make sure the top edge is straight. All right. Okay. So what's everyone doing this week? What's everyone doing for Australia Day? I'm so excited. It's Australia Day this weekend. It will be 23 years since Steve and I started dating this Saturday. So the day before Australia Day. I cooked him dinner. Well, no, not dating. Dating exclusively. And I cooked him dinner. And we've been going out ever since. Oh, you can hear it clear over in Oregon. I think it's a lab bit. Leanne, I think. Megan, sorry, I think it's a lab. Oh, you're heading to Adelaide on Friday. Oh, take jumpers and it's a bit like Melbourne in Adelaide. To have 10 seasons in one day. Yeah, whereas in Queensland it's either hot or it's not. So I'm just popping this little critter here. And we're gonna pop some little gardening bits on here. Now, you can trim these down if you want. I'm just going to move it over. And I'm not worried about following the line of the die cut. I actually want to cover up that corner of the die cut. Now, I had 3 pieces to put on here. And for some reason, one of them's gone missing. I've got a piece that I don't want. So we'll grab out our other little pieces in just a second. Whoop. My move goal's saying I've moved enough today. Which is funny because I haven't hardly been wearing my watch today. I'm going to pop that over here. Oh, got a big gluey mess. Just wipe it off with my chamois. Let's just grab our other bits. Wherever I put them. Just chat amongst yourselves while I find them. Oh, goodness. Here they are. I thought my embellishments might have been in the packet. Now, I really wish I could show you the card that I made for Kevin's retreat on Saturday because I thought it was pretty cool. Or Friday US time, it was Saturday our time. But I can't show you it just yet. I need to check with Kevin when I can show it. I'm thinking they've all popped over. Oh, I was looking for that one before. Isn't it funny when you're looking for something and you can't find it, and then when you want it, you find it. When you don't want it, you find it. All right. So I'm gonna put some little pots in the front here. Okay. Oh, you can remember going to the beach in Adelaide at 7 p.m. Yeah, I remember ringing my sister on Christmas Day, and she lived in Adelaide, and they had been to the beach in the morning because it was super, super hot. And then that night they had the fireplace on because it got really cold. And so I'm just doing double dimensionals on this bit. Actually, I'm going to take those off. I don't really know what I'm doing today. I think I must be hungover from Kevin's retreat. All right, so we're going to pop these little pots over here as well. So there we go. It would look better with embellishments, but hey, we can only do what we can do. I wish I knew where they were. Anyway, all right, I'm just going to move these all out of the way. So that is my second card. I'm going to pop this in the middle, even though it's not perfect, because, you know, when the Amish make a quilt, they always have a mistake, a deliberate mistake in their quilt and also in their crafting. So sometimes I just say that my mistakes on my cards are deliberate, because like the Amish believe that only God is perfect, so that's why they can't make a perfect quilt, and that's why they make a mistake on them. Hi Glenda Small, thanks for watching. You must have been watching on one of my groups, were you? I know you can't comment, so because you're on your phone. All right, so that's, I'm just going to leave that in the centre there. So you could colour that in with Winker Stella. So they are my two cards minus embellishments. They'd look so much better with embellishments, wouldn't they? No, not on the floor. Anyway, so they're my two cards, and I've made them. I like that way of thinking too, Anita. I don't think I've been to Horsham, Anita, and I don't know that if it was really that hot that I would like to go. Yeah, WA is going to be very hot, so you're expecting it to be hot while you're there. Yeah, it's going to be hot everywhere this week because we're in our summer now. So these are my two cards using the Spring Corners and the Everyday Arches dies. Now, they're both online exclusives. Now, Megan, I didn't ask you to look up the price for me, did I? Oh, what is... Anyway, they're... I'll put the price in the comments after the video. Now, I wanted to show you... like, even though these are the same layer, they look quite different with the pen around it. And then... Look, if you want to be traditional, you can have the arches up the correct way. Oh, so you're about halfway between Adelaide and Melbourne. Oh, maybe I have been there. You're not on the coast though, are you, Anita? We drove the Great Ocean Road. We drove down from Murray Bridge to wherever. I can't remember. It was a while ago, and we drove the Great Ocean Road. So then this one, this is in the paper pack. There's this design, so I cut it out, and I cut it the wrong size. So I cut it again with a smaller size and flipped that one over. And I had a few more squiggles on it because I wasn't very... I wasn't very happy with how I drew it. And then this one's without the squiggles. So I've tried to use most of the papers in the pack. Thank you. I like doing things upside down. And yeah, the Everyday Arches, yes. And the other one was Megan, the Spring Corners. And so you can use these arches sideways too. I am going to, using the big one, make a little flippy book. and I'm doing a video on that, which will be on my YouTube channel next week. Fingers crossed. So this one is just super, super simple. It's just using see, I use the embellishments on there, so I have had them today. And then this one's very, very simple. He's, I think I would like to have wider cards. So if you're in the US, you're lucky because you'll have less of a border at the bottom, but it's a wider card, so I think you'll be able to centre it better. Oh, you're about 3 hours from the Great Ocean Road. Okay. And then there's this little lady. She's really lovely. I used her. I guess that's the right way up. So I think you can see, just using the one paper pack, you can do it so many different ways. I like the doodle bit around the edge. I think that's a bit fun. And these little pushy die cuts from the everyday moment, storybook moments are really good. Oh, you can comment today. That's awesome, Glenda. Well, I'm glad you didn't miss it altogether. And look, when you think about it, this one here has one stamp there and then one stamp. So we stamped twice. We die cut 4 pieces and drew a line. And you don't even have to use a ruler. You could just doodle it. And yeah, so it's either way, like there's no right or wrong way for the arches, and you can use them sideways as well. I really like them. So that's my little project for tonight. Just a reminder that sale-a-bration is on. I'm putting an order in tomorrow, so if anyone wants anything, just let me know and I'll get it delivered to me, and then we can save on a little bit of postage. Now we have our handmade cards for seniors event coming up on the 8th, events coming up on the 8th and the 9th of February. So they are $10. You make 5 cards, you get to keep 2, you donate 3, and the cards actually go to Meals on Wheels for Easter. And the other thing that's coming up is that registration for Soiree by the Sea, our Christmas in July event, is opening next week. So the people who attended last year, they have had a bit of time to register already. And now we open it up to everybody else. And it's going to be so much fun. I've got some really cool projects, some off-the-page projects that we're doing, and that'll be held at Cabarita Beach on the last weekend in July. So it's 3 nights. So your registration fee includes the 3 nights accommodation. It includes the supper and all your lunches and morning and afternoon teas. So you just have to, and there's coffee in the room and tea and milk and all of that. So you just have to sort out your breakfast and one of the dinners. So that's going to be so much fun. And we're allowed to bring Delphi dog this time. So Steve's excited about that. And I think Russell, Jan's husband's, more excited about Delphi coming because he is Russell is one of my helpers. All right, so Megan wanted to see Delphi dog, so I'm going to see if she's going to wake up. Delphi, you going to wake up? Do you want to say hello? Okay, hang on, I'll just try and unhook you without making you all sick. It's very, very closely. So Megan wanted to see Miss Delphi. Hang on. Whoops. Hey, Delphi. Hey, let's say hello. Nope, she's not saying hello, Megan. But there she is. She's having a little bit of a sleep. So there we go. So now she's looking annoyed at me because she doesn't want to be on camera. It's that whole no paparazzi thing. So anyway, so that is it from me tonight. Hope you have a fabulous rest of the week. And if you have any questions about tonight's projects, put in the comments. I'll go through and read the comments later. And I'll reply to as many as I can. Oh, she lost another sock, Megan. She's lost, I think we've lost 4 so far. I have to go buy some more. All right, so until next time, happy creating and bye for now.